So now, can you answer my question? Did you have
I had
trust in
I had faith in your leadership.
Okay. Very good. So, how do you like your journey so far up until now? The Too Much Length journey.
It's definitely been really interesting to start looking at things the way people say them and just redefining them. Well, not redefining them, but defining them.
Are you telling me that you noticed a difference in your life?
A little bit.
Elaborate.
Like with the word respect, you know, that means don't interfere. I noticed that it kind of, you know how people say literally, but they don't mean literally. Like I literally shit my pants watching that horror movie. Well, you know, it's kind of like when you apply that definition to respect, the way a lot of people say it doesn't exactly apply.
What do you mean?
You know, like say he earned my respect, he earned my lack of interference. So like it doesn't make sense with that definition.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Because most people misuse that concept. Because they believe that respect means admiration.
Yeah.
But that's why most people fail to carry out, let me put it this way, fail to discharge respect. Am I making any sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So in that light, did you notice changes in how you behave towards others or vice versa now that you have some?
I don't think it was a change in behavior, but a change in the way I think about my behavior. You know, like I used to think of it as respectful to if someone says hi to you, you say hi back. Like I'm pretty sure that's maybe happened to you or you at least once. You know, you see someone who you know vaguely and you're like, hey, what's up? And they ignore you. Has that ever happened? Yeah. Well, yeah, so I used to think that just saying hi back, just acknowledging the person's existence, was respect, and
you think that?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that, and I was like, wait, no, it's not, because that's not what that means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in that case, it has nothing to do with respect, but it has a lot to do with politeness.
Yeah, that's a better word for it.
Right. So you're able to see the reality in the right vocabulary.
Yeah.
And how does that change your life?
I mean, I guess it's easier to distinguish between certain things that I lumped under one term that weren't necessarily related.
I don't understand. I didn't follow.
Like, you know, like we're still with respect, you know, there were several things that I thought of as respect that would be more like politeness. And, you know, then like more like actual respect, which I just lumped all under that one term that didn't make as much sense.
And now you're able to see them as separate concepts.
Yeah.
So you're able to see reality at a lower level of granularity.
Yeah.
How does that change your life?
Other than the way I think, I'm not quite sure it's changed that much yet. Things have been pretty much the same so far.
What about, you told me that you wanted to do more or less for certain relationship with the people that you really want to increase more connection or something?
Yeah. I'm still working on that.
Why did you not start?
I did start.
That's a change in your life that you did not report?
I didn't think of it as a change because I'm just getting the ball rolling now. So nothing's actually changed other than a few plans I'm trying to make.
So you are about to change
your
life.
It's about to change.
Would you like to give us a sneak preview?
It'd be kind of awkward if some of the people I've been talking to see this. It's
Please.
okay. It's okay. They probably won't watch it.
No.
That's not a good way to look at that.
No, no.
This is very public.
That's not very good.
This is very public.
No, don't think like that anymore.
People will look at this like years from now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, no, I was thinking more along the lines of by the time they see it,
It's too
I'll
late.
probably have already done it, yeah.
Okay.
And then they'll be like, oh.
Okay, that's not bad.
So,
Well, in that case, we love to hear
yeah.
a sneak preview
Uh-huh.
of a change in your life
Okay,
coming up.
So, not all my friends, but some of them have a majority of them. We all met through this one school club, which no longer exists, unfortunately. It was called the Writing Club. We didn't write in the Writing Club. We just went there and hung out. One thing that almost ended up happening before it stopped existing was we were actually going to get a grant from the school and use it to go to New York and just hang out and also go to a writing museum because it's the Writing Club.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It didn't happen. It fell through because the club like stopped existing. But yeah. So now I'm just this will sound weird because there's a definite possibility that this won't work. But if it doesn't, I'll figure out something else. So a friend of mine, I'll just use the same fake name I used last time. So Deborah works at this company that uses a library to meet. Except the job is well, I realized when I was there Tuesday that something we could actually end up doing was literally using that job space in the library as what we used to use Writing Club as. And that's where we'd all meet once a week. So I'm trying to invite there's even a few people who were in the club who graduated from school. I haven't talked to them yet, but yeah, I'm trying to get everyone to just come to this place on one Tuesday and then maybe make it a weekly thing again like it used to be.
And why do you think it may not work?
People are busy. Like, a lot of people are like, sorry, I'm busy on Tuesday. So, yeah, that's why.
They need a good enough reason to show up.
Yeah, which is... Oh, maybe it's a good thing if they'll see this earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're worried they might not like come through, like show up on Tuesday?
Yeah. I guess if I told them the reason, they might, on one hand, think it's a good idea, but on the other hand, think it might not work out, so they won't show up anyway. So I'm not sure.
So what is your plan in one sentence, if you could summarize it?
Talk as many people as I can into coming to the library on Tuesday.
Do you have a flyer?
Well, it's not like by people, I didn't mean like random people. I meant people from my friend group.
So you want to start a group using your circle of friends?
Yes.
That may work. Yes. Very good.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jason, make an extra noise for the mic because I don't know how to edit that sound out.
Good.
Yeah.
You could make the sound again and just use that sound alone on a recording and then use Audacity and then play that sound along with the other sound and then... Never mind.
Wow. It takes too much time.
You get the noise profile and then you apply it to that part of the audio.
It takes too much time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now, help me to bring this show to a conclusion so that we shut down this show first before we move on.
I guess the only real conclusion I can come to is that if I want there to be a change, I should probably go ahead and do it as soon as possible. You know, I shouldn't wait around for something to happen. You know, especially with oh, I didn't report on a change. In my thinking, it's not external for the time being. But yeah, when we were talking about relations and how, you know, I mentioned briefly when we were talking about that the reason a lot of friend groups fall apart after high school is because they have that one relation, which is school. And once that goes away, it's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh shit, I'm about to graduate.
That's some foresight.
So yeah, I'm kind of trying to think of something to do now.
Which ones you care about, man?
Yeah.
It's really important.
I mean, I'd say all of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then they need a common reason to spend time with you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The library thing would be an example of that.
Haven is another one.
Huh. Yeah, but that's $6.
True.
Yeah. I did recommend Haven, but they don't have $6.
Oh, then they're all broke.
Yeah.
Then like a fun reason to hang, like
I know, but like, you know, we could always like, you know, just take it. Do you guys want to hang out? But then it's kind of like, you know, when it comes to school, it's kind of like obligatory to go. But if it's just like, hey, let's hang out, it's like, oh, I can do that next week. You know.
no, you can't. Not if we're doing something special this week that only happens this week.
Well, how many things are there like that?
There's a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's a thought.
So
I'll ponder it.
so far, Jason proposed several ideas, and you don't think any of his ideas would help?
I got like, I mean, I just said I'd ponder them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means that Jason is not really effective in using too much slang.
What is that?
I wouldn't say that. It's more like, you know, I took in his ideas, but like I haven't thought of how to apply them.
He should know better, because he doesn't remember the concept that affected his life greatly. It's called family.
Yeah, but I was getting to that by talking about the relation thing. Like you need a reason for everyone to hang out with you.
He was on the way to get to a great idea for you. Here it is.
So how is family defined?
It's unbreakable relationship.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So like for example, me and my friends every Friday, like we come together and hang out, right? And that's like one of our ties that keeps us together.
Yeah.
Right. And that helps create a family, because as long as we have that consistent thing happening, we'll always like our relationship is stretching into the future without end.
That is not exactly how you make it unbreakable.
True. I'm just
I know,
describing a way to save it on one level.
I'm gonna steal that Friday idea.
But
go ahead.
Yeah. That's only half of the solution, because if that is all there is to it, then your group is no more special than another group.
So how do you make it special?
You make it special by having a family that has unbreakable relationship. And you don't have an unbreakable relationship just because you say so. And Jason is giving you an idea of creating a family by having unbreakable relationship, by getting people together. And getting people together, you know as well as I do, is not how you create an unbreakable relationship. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm curious to see where you go.
Okay, good. So, do you think that you and I are about to have an unbreakable relationship?
I'm not quite sure how you would define unbreakable relationship. I mean, I'd say every relationship is breakable.
Do you think that you would want to break the relationship that you and I are about to have anytime soon?
I didn't say that. I said it could break.
But my question is still the same. Do you think that you may want to consider breaking a relationship with me in the next 12 months?
No.
Why not?
I think we're really onto something. That's why.
Why not? I mean, onto what?
Well, this YouTube channel seems like a good idea. The Haven space seems like a good idea.
So how can you generalize the specific case so that it can be a lesson for all to apply? So what you're suggesting that we are about to form an unbreakable relationship, but how would you characterize this that different from the idea of you and I hang out together every Friday at some coffee shop?
This is something that I would mind losing.
Say that again,
It's
please.
something that I would mind losing.
Why?
It's given me a platform to actually apply the creative ideas I have.
And the generalization of your statement is that I am a shortcut for your ideals.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how you create unbreakable relationship. What do you think of that?
I mean, you told me what I was thinking when I didn't know what I was thinking, so that's pretty impressive. And, yeah.
Jason, why did you not know that by now, sir?
I didn't say I didn't.
Then why did you not pull out that knowledge and explain to your friend of what you knew?
Because I was giving him a simple way to make sure he would see his friends without going into the deeper concept.
It's better that you don't share knowledge than for you to share half of it only. Because then when your student carry out the knowledge and the knowledge doesn't help him getting closer to his ideals, your reputation goes down.
I think having a space where you spend time with your friends is better than not.
Of course, but that's not how you have. That's not how you ensure that your time is used to build an unbreakable relationship.
Yeah, but that wasn't the original question. The original question was just, how do I make sure I can see some of my friends after I leave high school? So I was answering that question. You brought in the concept of family afterwards.
But I believe that Alec and I agree that that fact alone does not keep that relationship going too long.
I wouldn't say it doesn't keep it going too long, as in like a short amount of time. I just see that eventually it could like stop working out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not,
It could.
the return on investment is too low compared to how much you have to invest.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say. You may see someone every weekend for 1 year, but after that, if it's over, and you don't get any return on investment from spending so much time with that person.
I don't always think of people in terms of my return on investment in them, though.
Because you have only 24 hours a day, and a relationship that took your time away from the use of your time for your ideal is another step of being disrespectful to your life.
So you can't have friends that aren't consequential.
Unconsequential friends are simply unconsequential friends. Because a friend has nothing to do with your ideals. I am your friend not because I care for your ideals. I am your friend because I accept you for you, regardless of your metrics, your standards, what your ideals are. Yeah. Whether I embrace your ideals or not doesn't matter. I am your friend because I don't reject you.
And I was giving him a way to make friends, not a way to make family. If he doesn't like that version of things, that's up to him.
So, are you looking to make temporary friends, or are you looking to make longer relationships?
Temporary isn't a good way to describe it.
Short-term or long-term relationship are you looking for?
Well, I did. I guess I still do. Even though the definition has just changed. Think of those group of friends as family. And
but when you brought up the ideas that you want to do something about the fact that you are graduating, that means that you want to retain existing connection with certain people. And those connections, do you want them to last for a short while, or do you want them to last a lifetime?
Well, I do want them to last a lifetime. That's how I prefer it.
Then it was right for me to brought up the fact that seeing them at a coffee shop on a regular basis is not the right approach, because the competition is very stiff. For one, everyone has places and cities to go, and distances will be a big competition. And so the only way for you to have a lifetime relationship with anyone is to be involved with their ideals and yours. Then, even if they are on the other side of the planet, they are the closest friends you have. What do you think of what I've just said?
It's true.
Very good. Are we ready to close this show?
Yeah. Thanks for watching to the end. I'm Alec. You can always count on me to speak my mind. And this is Jarrison.
We just told a story.
That goes well together.
I usually start with, let's tell a story.
Yeah, he told me that.
He did?
Yeah.
We, works well.
Yeah.
Already.